Everyone, I hope you're doing well. Today I'll be reviewing some footage from TheyLuvJy. He's a Australian player and he was playing in a local tournament under the official championship series. So this is a cool team that I think certain people might be able to borrow if they want to go on their own run. I don't know the full context of the footage, not necessarily saying he swept the whole tournament, but he just said there's some really good footage to review. So let's dive into it and see how it goes. Kick things off, it's going to be Swiss rounds. So this is going to be, I believe, 3 rounds of Swiss, which means that he's guaranteed to play at least 3 opponents. And then the highest finishing players will move to a top cut. So looks like he's running the Stone Edge variant. And the interesting thing about his team is that he has the Shadow Alolan Ninetales, which is definitely pretty uncommon, I'd say. But I think it's like his favorite Pokemon or one of his favorites because he used it a lot in both GBL and in last season's championship series, and of course it was more relevant back then. That being said, looks like might give up switching advantage. Oh, goes for the Moonblast. I like this too in case the opponent tries to catch. You also get a debuff off of that. It's definitely in range. And it looks like they have a Clodsire in the back. And I believe this Clodsire is actually running poison or Sludge Bomb. I think all of his opponents are running Sludge Bomb, but he's running Stone Edge himself. Sludge Bomb would have been nice in this specific scenario, but this is actually a pretty tough matchup overall, though. But the opponent doesn't have any shield, so I guess you could just muscle this. Yeah, I think Sludge Bomb would definitely be better in this specific situation, but how often do you see Chestnuts? Hard to say, but in this specific tournament, I think a couple were actually running Chestnut. That being said, I think he's pretty comfortable just letting this go and just mud slapping down. So yeah, opponent, my guess is they don't have the non-shadow, or the Shadow Marowak. That's just unfortunately inaccessible. So running the non-shadow. Yeah, so they, as you can see, have Sludge Bomb. Good bait by the opponent, but unfortunately a little too late. Too much energy on Jai's side, and I think this is not a Sludge Bomb. I don't think it's an Earthquake. Let's see though. Yeah, it's just not a Sludge Bomb. So it would take that first win. Pretty good, especially with that Chestnut as a core breaker. So TheyLuvJy is going to go up 1-0. This is best of 3, of course, against Greateze. And I know the Shadow Marowak is able to beat Cresselia, but I don't think the non-shadow is in the 2-shield situation. But that being said, great catch by the opponent. However, they get themselves locked into a Clodsire. Stay swapping. Oh wait, they're running Flash Cannon. Okay, interesting. I don't actually know the full moveset on this opponent's Pokemon, because I think some of them I saw the moveset, some of them I didn't, and some of them I just forgot. So I might have actually seen the moveset on this Registeel, but I just didn't actually look at it carefully because who runs Flash Cannon? But that Flash Cannon actually put in a decent amount of work into the Clodsire. I don't know if it's like fully viable overall, but looked interesting for sure, especially as a safe swap in a Clodsire meta. I like that play to throw the Earthquake, then go for the combo play, because as we saw from that first game, 1 Grass Knot is not enough to KO the non-shadow Marowak. And it looks like he is going for the optimization. So unfortunately, I had to spend a shield there, but still in a pretty commanding position overall. In comes a Registeel. Trying to go for a catch here. Not quite, but he does force the energy from the Registeel, which is pretty important. I just realized too, his team is ABA weak to Registeel, and the opponent actually brought Registeel, which is kind of nuts. Okay, Goodra. This is an interesting situation because Goodra is ahead on energy. So if he shields up the Thunder Punch, could be in a pretty good position. Ooh, goes to the Aerial Ace baits. Kind of a risky bait, but gets the shield, so I like it. I mean, you know, a lot of people don't tend to bait on the first move, so I think it's a okay bait. But was it fully necessary? I think it actually was, because he came in behind energy. I think if he was on even energy, it'd probably be okay to not bait. Oh my gosh, and he just barely gets there. So definitely the right call probably to bait there, because he definitely doesn't survive the next move. All right, so going to round 2 here, we go into Belbasss. And this is a Powder Snow Alolan Sand Slash. And another Chestnut. Like I said, a decent amount of Chestnut in this tournament for some reason. might be the Australian grass of choice. That being said, it does make Jai's team a little bit tougher to play because it's got play into like it's pretty strong to 3 of the Pokemon on the side of Jai, and it has play into Cresselia, you know. It doesn't really want to see Alolan Ninetales, but the Friend Spin still kind of hurts. Superpowers does decent amount of damage. His only real answer to this is Belbasss, but Belbasss might be kind of hard to bring into this specific comp. Alright. So, not the best situation to be in at the moment. But yeah, it does need to just come away with as much energy as possible. So we do have that Alolan Sandslash in the back. Go straight for the Earthquake. I don't hate this play because if you land it, it's great because you can point this thing down. If you don't, they shield it, now shields are down for the Alolan Sandslash. So I think it was a good play, but the opponent also made a good play by not shielding there because they recognize they're going to survive here. Yeah, this is the unfortunate part because even if they shield, they could just probably Powder Snow down or get to another move, honestly. Oh, goes for the catch. Okay. I like the thought there, but I don't think it's going to be enough, unfortunately. Yeah, no. He was going to lose Charge Attack priority either way, and he still needs to get the Earthquake. So, definitely a tough situation to be in for sure. Mostly because he's also ABA weak to Alolan Sandslash. So, yeah, there was that too. But, that being said, okay, we get a good lead here in this lead matchup. Then I'm going for the Hydro Cannon. I wasn't really counting there, but my guess is that they were at the Ice Beam worth of energy. And now he could just let this go, maintain switch advantage. He has a lot of health actually still for the Chestnuts. I like that he threw on bad timing here because I assume most people wouldn't shield there, but now that they shield, he still gets another airways, right? So you just draw both shields off the Feraligatr for like free, essentially. And now, yeah, you could just let this go because what's Chestnut going to do with Feraligatr with a high Ice Beam loaded, right? Oh wow, they had a lot of energy on the Feraligatr. Okay. I wonder if they had Crunch on this one because we did not actually see the Ice Beam at all, but I don't know. Ooh, really good catch from the opponents. I like that. Okay, throws a Hydro Cannon. I like this play too because you don't really have a clear answer in the back. Yeah, at this point, you can just take it out with the Clodsire. I like that play because I think a lot of people would swap over to Clodsire, but recognizing that he actually has a lot of utility here and he doesn't really need the Feraligatr for the Clodsire, for the Chestnut, in a pretty good commanding position. No Shields of Friends plan. Good call there. This is interesting doing the Stone Edge, just resisted, but so is the Earthquake. But I think just assessing the damage values needed, because I don't think he needed 2 Earthquakes. One Stone Edge and another Stone Edge might be enough, or one Stone Edge and an Earthquake. And after seeing that damage, he now realizes that he needs an Earthquake instead of Stone Edge to take it out. Good play right there. Throw the lower energy move first to see if you need the higher energy move next. The only bad situation if you throw the Stone Edge where it's bad is if you need 2 Earthquakes instead of Stone Edge and Earthquake. But that was not the case, and I think he recognized that too. I didn't ask him why he's doing the non-child Feraligatr. Could be accessibility issue, could be just that he likes that it could tank more damage. We've seen in recent tournaments where non-child Feraligatr has utility as well, so I don't think it's like necessarily a bad choice, but it's definitely a calculated choice if I were to guess. It's got to be, right? Okay, at least with the Hydro Cannon, so hey, Shadow will probably just faint out at the same time there. Pretty solid, and then gets the Hydro Cannon off. If the opponent's counting, they're not going to shield this. They don't shield. Good no shield by them, but in a tougher spot for sure here. Let's see what happens. The Clodsire looks very safe at the moment overall. It has play into pretty much everything in the back, and then swaps into the Clodsire. I like this play. I don't even remember what the lead was at this point, if we saw it or not. But even Alolan Sandslash is going to struggle right here. Oh, goes for the Earthquake. I like it. My guess is probably had something in the back that was just weak to ground. Yeah, it's Alolan Sandslash. Okay. Yeah, this is pretty good overall. Because Alolan Sandslash has to get to 2 Ice Punches to even take this out. He's going to do a ton of damage. Super effective. One shot. There you go. All right. So, losing the first game, but coming back in the next 2 and 3. So, still undefeated 2-0 so far. Going against Thelota. Might have mispronounced that. My apologies. In round number 3. And this team, finally no Chestnuts, but a lot of grass still. Superior actually is pretty strong still into like 3 of the Pokemon on the side TheyLuvJy, but also has play into the Cresselia too. So my guess is that Serperior is definitely coming some way, shape, or form. Maybe that's why he was okay with just letting this go and going with the shield advantage and just energy lead. Because Clodsire in the back looks really strong here as well, as long as the Feraligator's out of the way. Serperior is going to be kind of annoying. Man, this Feraligator has done a lot of work, right? Oh, they have shields down completely. Okay. Oh, Talonflame. Yeah, that's not going to be a good time. That's going to be a one-shot right there. Clodsire cleans up. Yeah. I'm surprised they didn't bring Serperior. Serperior looks really, really strong. I mean, obviously it has a really bad matchup into the Belbasss. But other than that, I can't remember if it's Charm Alolan Ninetales or not. I don't know if he's actually mentioned it to me. Because I've seen the movesets of a lot of his opponent's team, but I actually don't know the movesets on TheyLuvJy's. But we've seen everything outside of the Alolan Ninetales. So I'm very curious what that is, or if he brings it or not. Because definitely the spice of choice, but we'll see. It's definitely going to be very strong into that Guzzlord, but also a little bit hard to bring in a Clodsire meta for sure. Looks like he doesn't bring it here. All right. And we get the Hydro Cannon to go off. And Jai brings in the Cresselia, which definitely a bold move. I think he's just making the read that there's no way that Talonflame comes back again after that last game. So, yeah. In a pretty good spot. Just going to let this go too. Okay, going for 2 shield advantage. I like it. Honestly, 2 shields. Clodsire beats everything, right? Oh, okay. I thought it was my low battery for a second, but then I realized I'm just reviewing the footage. Okay, let's see. Tries to swap over here. Maybe expecting the Serperior in the back. And something Dunsparce again. Okay. This is... I mean, probably okay not to shield the first one, but definitely needs to start shielding the next few, I think. At least the next one. What can be in the back? There's no way it's Talonflame. Just based on the way the opponent played. Whoa, he's not shielding again? What does he think is in the back? Because if it's like a Guzzlord, he's kind of in a bad spot, right? He just gets Dragon Tail down. I'm so confused. Oh my gosh, it's another Clodsire. That's a crazy read. Because that's like the one thing you really can't get fast down by. Yeah, this one has Sludge Bomb, but you kind of he's not even gonna shield it. That's crazy. What a flex. Okay, well, you know, if he can flex it, why not? All right, so he's going to go 2-0 here, and he is now going to single elimination playoffs, top cut. So he's undefeated in Swiss, but in top cuts, even if you come in undefeated, if you lose one series, then you're out. So his opponent is going to be running this team right here. So one thing to note is that the opponent obviously has the username, but prefer to stay anonymous in case they decide to run this team back in a future tournament. So good to know. But yeah, definitely a tough opponent because this is also an opponent that made into top cut. Obviously not everyone makes into top cut, so they definitely were winning on the other side of the bracket, or on the other side of the Swiss bracket, I should say. All right, safe swap for Alligator. I like this. Pretty solid safe swap overall, especially shields down. You could get a lot of value here. All right, in comes the Serperior. This is actually pretty good. I believe this Serperior has aerial waves, if I'm not mistaken. There were a couple, though, so, or there are at least 2 Serperiors, so I might just be forgetting. Ooh, this is huge. Getting this Hydro Cannon off. Okay. Oh, and we see the Alolan Ninetales in the back. All right, this is good. We do see it. The pivot starts going over. It is Powder Snow. I mean, it makes sense in a Clodsire meta for sure, but it is definitely a little bit harder to play it into this. Oh, okay. This might be a tough match. I mean, Alolan Ninetales was definitely going to be a little bit harder to play for sure, but I do respect it. And honestly, it has a decent amount of play into this team, right? It beats 3, kind of. The Clodsire is probably a little bit more even. But it beats the Belbasss and the Serperior, and it has a lot of play. Ooh, really great catch. It has a lot of play into the Machamp. I don't know if this catch is going to matter. Oh my gosh, he's really charging up extra energy here. Okay. Can you get to another move? No. Oh, that's close. That's a really good attempt. Because he recognized that the Shadow Claw is going to do more damage than the rollout. Alolan Ninetales again. Okay. Let's see if we can put in some work or not. This is obviously a good lead. This is really good, actually, because you get rid of this. The problem is this team is a little bit weak to Feraligatr in the back. That being said, it looks like he's just comfortable with just getting shield advantage, which I like a lot. Just going to let this go. And yeah, I saw a pause there from earlier, which is a good call too, to avoid any catching shenanigans. I like this. So he comes in Clodsire, and if there's Feraligatr, it probably comes into Feraligatr. Or it probably comes to Clodsire, right? So I like this play a lot. Ooh, they come superior. Whoa. Okay. This is actually much dicier now, because my guess is that maybe they're making the read that's Alolan Ninetales in the back. I don't know. It's tough. Hard to say. Goes for the Stone Edge again, maybe? I like this Stone Edge, because if you come in A9 into the Feraligatr... Whoa, what? Okay, they shield. That's actually really good. Yeah, I like that no shield a lot by Jai, because now even if you have Feraligatr in the back, you shield this, you shield the Hydra Cannon, you go Dazzling Gleam, you just win. Oh, it's Clodsire. Ooh, it's gonna be a real test, right? Clodsire meta. It is Sludge Bomb too, which is definitely worse because it's just faster. It's too. Oh yeah. Oh definitely. Oh, that's big. Okay. Yeah, Alolan Ninetales is actually not bad into Clodsire, especially with Powder Snow variant. All right, we get a win with the Alolan Ninetales. Game 3 here. Pivotal game 3. And no Alolan Ninetales this time. But this is a solid lead. A very good lead, actually. What could be in the back that is probably a core breaker? Probably Superior, I think, comes, right? Again, we talked about how strong Superior was even in a previous... against a previous opponent. I think the opponent in this top cut recognizes the strength of Superior. And I think Jai recognizes... Oh, I like this play lots. Yeah, you come in Gastrodon, you avoid the Superior on the Gastrodon later. Making that read. Because obviously, like, there's no way it's a Dunsparce and like a Clodsire in the back, right? Because, you know, why would he stay in then into the Mana Buzz? The only reason why the opponent stayed in here, in all likelihood... Oh, going for the aggressive farm. Wait, what? Okay. I guess maybe he just wants to energy lead. I respect that. I think that's pretty important here. We've already seen the Feraligatr. Oh, it is a Superior. Okay. Should be in a good spot here, I would think. I guess, like, the tricky part is if he just gets perfectly baited by Aerial Ace with 2 shields up. Let's just... Ugh, it's a tricky situation. Oh, goes to the combo play. Okay. Forces the shield. Oh, gets to another one, but the great catch on the Feraligatr. Okay, that's a huge catch. Oh, but that's actually pretty... It's interesting. Gets the Stone Edge off. So he... Oh, right, yeah, because they can't shield. Okay. There's no way he loses this, right? Okay, yeah, and gets this Aerial or Stone Edge off. And boom. Okay, he wins the whole thing. Oh, wow. Oh, I thought that he told me he lost, but I guess he didn't. Okay, so he swept the whole tournament, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so I talked to Jai, and unfortunately, he doesn't have the footage for his next set of battles, which is where he lost, and his opponent doesn't either, so we don't get that perspective. But either way, big congrats on his run, especially with the Alolan Ninetales. I'm glad we got to see some of it in the last series, because it wasn't as relevant in the previous ones, but looks like it definitely could put in some work. So if you're looking for a fairy type that's not a Azumarill, then this could be a good one, especially because it has a lot of utility to hit back against a lot of things in the meta. But great battles, so big shout out to TheyLuvJy, and look forward to seeing him perform in a future regional. I know he's based in Australia, so they don't have as many tournaments, but he did quite well last year, and I'm sure he'll do pretty well this year. We're gonna wrap it up here. So if you like this video, feel free to give it a like and share, subscribe for future content, hit that notification bell to get alerted right when I post a new video, and I'll catch you all later. Peace.